Alrighty guys, we are back today with another big update for Who's Due. My name is Crystal and I am co-owner of Cherokee Flats and wife to Brian, the developer of Who's Due. Today we're going to go over a big feature that has taken about 3 to 4 months for him to kind of get up and ready in the way he wanted it. So we're going to go ahead today and we're going to start off by, we're going to click the little gear up here to go into our settings. Now, if you look in our settings, it all looks kind of the same. The only thing that is different is now we have right here this line for rebreed weeks after a litter is born. Now we have it set to default at 3 weeks. That's just kind of like a nice middle ground. You can change it if you want to do 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. You can go ahead and change it to whatever you like. Now you will notice that I do not have process on mine indicated because the breeds that I raise, we do not process specifically for meat. Again, we do have our iCloud backup and restore, and then your breeder information if you want to have all of your date of births on all the generations if you have them, along with a little bit about us. Okay, so now that you have decided how many weeks after a litter is born you want to rebreed your doe, you can go back out here, go into breedings. There's a new selection. You can click available does. Now this will show you who's available right now and who's going to be available later on. So right now I have a couple of mini lap does that are available. So say I wanted to go ahead and breed Morning Glory, I just go over here and click add breeding, and then you go ahead and you fill in the information like you would do a breeding. You pick your date, and then you go ahead and choose palpation days. Now I usually pick 14. It's a good median. You're about halfway through a pregnancy. I usually by that time I'm able to feel probably marble sized bumps in their abdomen. If I do not, this is for me when I'm like, all right, we're going to go ahead and try again. If I think I feel something, I won't even attempt to rebreed. I'll wait until the due date comes. Then for weaning, I usually do about 6 weeks. Again, depends on the breed. Typically our mini laps, we try to leave about 5 or 6 weeks. For my smaller breeds, my fuzzies, my Jersey Woolies, my Netherlands, I tend to do between 4 and 6 weeks. So I usually try to pick about 5 weeks, just depends on how they're growing, how many was in a litter. Now we also have a processing date. So if you raise meat rabbits, satins, cows, champagne, something like that, you can then pick how many weeks after the date that they're due to go ahead and process them out for food. And you also have an area for notes. So if there's anything maybe you want to keep an eye on, how mom is doing, how she's reacting, if there was any problems, this is an area for you to go ahead and do that. Now, once you have everything out and labeled and ready to go, you can go ahead and click save. That removes her from the available now. Now, if you want to see who's coming up later to go ahead and breed, go ahead and if you look here, like for instance, I have my little fuzzy lop Poppy. She is currently bred. So if I want to go ahead and breed her on the date that it says she'll be ready on April 9th, I just went ahead and clicked the add task. And then that will automatically set a reminder for me to go ahead and rebreed her on that date. So now if you look here, so like Morning Glory, right? We just did a breeding task. So if I go in here and click add task, I can go ahead, it'll say rebreed, the description stays, that's how the system keeps track of it. Set your reminder notification, it's already on, and then you go in here and now you can click, say, oh, I want to set the reminder for that day exactly how many ever weeks past it was. But you don't want to use 3 p.m. So you can change it to whatever time you want. And then go ahead, get out of there, and click save. And then it'll tell you that the rebreed task has been added. Now, if you go out here, back to the main page, of course, it's going to list anybody that is due and when and how much longer they have left. If you go down here, click on tasks, and then you have your reminders. Now, if for some reason you do this a few times and you're like, well, 3 weeks isn't long enough for us to wait from the time she has the litter until she has another breeding, then you can go back in like we did originally and change it from 3 to 6, okay? And then click done. Now, keep in mind, if you change that, this now applies only to any future rebreeding tasks that are set. So anything you already have set up, you will have to go in one by one and correct it. So say I want to go in and I decided I'm going to wait for the 6 weeks. So then I would have to come into the reminders I set before and go, all right, well, I need to add 3 weeks. So I would go down and move it to here, get out of there and click save, and then it will change it. But you would have to go in and change individual tasks if you want to have them be the new rebreed reminder. Now, that pretty much is like the big update. We, had a lot of people ask about it, and it's something he has been working on for, like I said, quite a while now. And yesterday, February 27th, 2021, he was finally able to release it on iTunes and on Android as well. Keep in mind, for those of you who have iTunes, who have Apple products, you can go in and do your backup to iCloud and restore from iCloud. But those of you who have Android products will have to do a Google backup and do it that way. We don't have it actually in the app itself right now. Now, I'm sure you noticed this version or the video that I'm doing right now. I am doing this on my iPad. It is literally exactly the same as my iPhone. I just thought it would be a little bit easier, for everybody to kind of see kind of what we were doing and what was going on. So that is pretty much it then today for this video. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to get a hold of us. You can visit us online at www.cherokeeflats.com. We do have a page specifically for Who's Due. We'll be posting this video along with more information on our website as well as our YouTube channel. All right, guys, thank you all so very much for joining us. Have a great day.